Hello there, friends. We are going to take a quick look at how to use some more of our Xpress annotation tools and our presentation tools. So I have already loaded a PDF of my PowerPoint. I would start my class with this on the board. I could draw attention using the laser pointer to any section that I needed. So if I want participants to chat, use their polling tools if you have polling tool options, using their whiteboard tools or microphone. You can highlight using the laser pointer what you want them to do. You can also draw their attention to the area of focus. You can use that laser tool, or you can use a a shapes tool and your highlighter, and we'll highlight what we want them to do in that manner. Okay? We can also remind them what our skill is, and remember, if you want to make this smaller or larger, you want to make sure that you click that selection icon so that you can scroll inside that picture to make it smaller or larger. You can also use the zoom tool slider over here on the left-hand side in your presentation tools. And then you have your learning target, same thing, adjust it as you need. And then here, I would use that laser pointer, and I would probably adjust it size-wise so that it matches the size of the text. That way, if you have students reading this, you can follow along with that laser pointer and use that to help students keep their place or track as they are in the classroom. And again, we're looking at the word variable, and that means change. So you could use that highlighter tool again, and you could set that up so that you are highlighting the word variable. So every time I see the word variable, I can use that highlighter, maybe. I still have my laser pointer on, so I'm going to turn my laser pointer off. I have my highlighter tool, highlight that word variable. And each time I see it, that way the kids know that we're looking at that word and to focus on that word. And then you can highlight it down in the definition as well. And then here I would use my hide tool when I'm dealing with variables, and I would hide this information so that, and I need to use my settings so that I can show them where I'm focusing. Okay, I can also use that spotlight tool, but I'm going to go to that hide or the mask, and then I can adjust it so that I know here I'm going to look at variables in addition. Here I'm going to look at variables in subtraction. Here, multiplication or division. You could also use that highlighter tool again, and you could change your settings. You could change your opacity in your highlighter tools so that you're just focusing on those one sections and you're not focusing on everything. So just some ideas there. You're going to focus on the addition, things such as that. Okay? And then again, if you're focusing on one thing, you can focus on those instead of jumping around. You know, you could focus here and say solve for B. Let's change our settings so that this is a little bit larger so that they know that this is where we're focusing. 31 plus B equals 119. Solve for B. So they would use that. You can use the annotation tools and solve. And then you can move on, so forth and so on. Okay, and then you can turn that off. And then this time we could use that same thing, except for this time let's look at, let me erase that. This time I'm going to actually magnify it so that I know that I'm focusing on just that section. Okay, I hope that gives you some ideas of some things that we can use to help with annotating our PowerPoint slides that we've turned into PDFs and have loaded up here. Okay, if you have any questions, let us know.